Hey everyone, I just wanted to put together a quick video for you all, even if it's not as developed as my TikTok videos. First of all, I know I've said this 100 times before, but I just wanted to thank you all again for being here. Teaching art is certainly the most meaningful thing in my life right now, and it's such a privilege to have your support. So I want to give back to you as much value as possible. Along those lines, one thing I'm always wondering, and maybe this is something you can help me with, is whether I should adjust the membership. So some artists charge $1 a month for their Discord server, but they don't participate. And there are no prompts, there's no feedback, it's just a place to hang out, but it's only $1. On the other hand, some artists charge $15 a month, but they are more thorough in their instructions. It's more of a structured class. I guess this is something in the middle, but I would love to hear your thoughts. Should I go in one direction or the other? What's most worth it to you? Now, I don't know about the cost, but I am gravitating towards providing more references and resources for you. It's a little bit more work for me, but like I said, I love teaching. And what I'm thinking is maybe with each prompt, I could include a time lapse like this. At least that would be ideal. I don't know if I'm going to have time for it, but this could be a way to summarize some of the thoughts and ideas that were discussed in the video chats for those who couldn't make it. Now, this week, the prevailing thought that I discussed with some of you is that each drawing or series of drawings is going to have a life cycle. Sometimes you're going to love your work, and then you're going to spend 10 minutes on it, and suddenly you feel like you've overworked it, or you've made some kind of massive mistake. But if you keep going, it gets better again. And this up and down, ebb and flow process is common among all artists, and it's difficult to know when is the optimal moment to call a work done. So one tip I like to recommend is that if you ever find yourself at a low point, pause, take a breath, try to identify 1 to 2 things that you could do to make the work better, and then give yourself 10 to 15 minutes and see if you can enter another upswing and end on a positive note. Over time, I do think it's possible to learn when is the optimal moment to stop. But what that looks like is going to be different for each person. And like I said before, it's something that you have to kind of calibrate. But of course, one thing that helps is to take lots of shots. So in this case, I'm working on several sketches at once. And this is a nice way to work sometimes because it takes off some of the pressure. I can pause on one drawing and continue on another and slowly finish them all together. It's also a nice way to practice building a sense of color balance and to think about how one image compositionally can guide the viewer's eyes down into the next image. So these are staircases, and that's actually a perfect metaphor. So how can you bring your viewer through one drawing down to the next and to the final, to the very bottom right-hand corner of the page? There's a lot more I could say about that, but I'm hoping just to plant these as ideas or a sense of inspiration for future drawings. For the next prompt, I think we can take a quick break from locations and practice drawing people. So I was talking about maybe making some challenges along these lines, but let's just start with 1 week of making gesture drawings. So I'll post something in the prompt channel in a little bit. But for now, I just want to say great work, everyone. Really love seeing your drawings and hope to see some more in the coming weeks. Thanks, everyone, and have a good night.